Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video where today I'm hopping in and I'm going to be going over a couple of things in the game that you guys may be excited about or that a lot of you guys have been asking about lately. But before I go any further, I do want to point out that everything in this video will be full of spoilers, okay? This video is going to be chocked full of spoilers. Okay, so if you guys do not want to be spoiled, you guys do not want to see all the new stuff that's coming, please just go ahead and hit the like button, leave me a comment down below saying thanks for not spoiling. But those of you who do want to stay, thank you all so much for staying, and let's hop in and let's talk about it. So what we are going to be talking about today is we are going to be talking about the brand new Mantis that's going to be coming to the game. I'm going to answer a couple questions that you guys have been asking me. I'm going to show you guys some stuff that you can unlock with the admin codes because we're not sure when the Mantis is coming to the game. It could be today, it could be next week, it could be not at all, it could be not until the next update. So we're gonna have to just wait and see what comes. But I'm super excited to see what they're going to be putting in the game. Now, let's hop in and let's show you guys the items that are inside of the units tab or the natural resources tab here. Now, there's a lot of things as I'm scrolling through here that you guys may see and like, oh, let's make a video on that. Let's give a video on that. I'll go over a lot of these other things in another video. But what I want to start with is this Mantis stuff here. Okay, Mantis head chunk, Mantis claw. You have more Mantis parts that are right here, but those I believe are for a different bug, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but let's focus on the Mantis. So, the Mantis looking, you're going to be able to harvest a head, a chunk, and a claw from it. The chunk is a standard bug part that you're able to harvest from like everything, so like ant chunks, termite chunks, all of that, okay? But looking at it, these are going to be 3 new resources. I'm assuming that the head is going to be one of the harder things to get, and so is the claw. There is armor and a weapon that's coming along with these as well. I'll show those off in just a second. But I want to talk about the type of Mantis that this is first. A lot of people are going around saying it's an albino Mantis. Look at the albino Mantis. It's so albino. It's not an albino Mantis, guys. It is actually a orchid Mantis. Okay, just looking at this guy, you can see it right over here. This guy is an orchid Mantis, all right? This is what an orchid Mantis looks like. Right underneath me, of course. There you go. This is an orchid Mantis. Look at how he's pink, just like that is over there. On the legs, on the chunk that you see, on the thorax back over here. We click on this picture right here. You can see it even better. He is very pink, okay? So it just goes off to show that yes, we are going to be getting an orchid Mantis in the game, okay? So let's get back over to ground. Okay, so looking over and now knowing that we have an orchid Mantis, we can assume that there's going to be a couple things. One, we are going to get some pretty cool looking armor from this thing. So let's talk about the armor that's inside of here, and then I'll show you some other armor that my good friend Andrew went out and scoured everything to be able to find, okay? So as we scroll down over here, there's a lot of stuff in here, I know, and a lot of things you guys want to go over, but let's talk these right here. The wrap of the Blooming Assassin, the shin guards of the Blooming Assassin, this thorn, whatever this is, these are the items that are going to be coming to the game. If I try to make these right now, it immediately crashes my game. I'll show you guys in just a moment, but it does immediately crash my game. So, but that only goes to show that we are going to be getting a new type of armor that's going to come to the game. I have no idea if this is going to be medium, heavy, light armor yet. There is no information on it yet. This is why I was holding off on making this video, because I knew that these items were in here, and a lot of people were going over and asking me, Sim, what about the Mantis? What about the Mantis? What about the Mantis? The problem is I don't want to get people too excited. What happens if they don't release the Mantis in this update? What happens if they don't add it to the public test? From what I'm seeing right now, it doesn't look like that they're ready to add it yet. A lot of these things, when you try to click on them, they just give you it just gives you that it's not ready, right? It literally says invalid item as soon as you click on it. See? Mantis chunk, invalid game item, -1. Mantis heads, invalid game item. So before we go into what the weapon looks like and getting a little bit of a closer picture at the armor, let me talk to you guys about this little guy right here. This looks to be a brown ant, okay? And it absolutely looks like that there is going to be another ant hill in the backyard. So I would assume that we're going to be getting maybe a third type of ant here. Here is a very, very clear picture of it, because let's scroll up here for a second, because we have the red ants. Okay, that's what the red ants look like. And then if we scroll down a little bit more, we'll be able to find the black ant parts. But nonetheless, not focusing on the black ant. Here it is right there. Black ant parts. Okay, scroll down more. Now we have these other parts that look like a new ant. It looks like a brown ant. So there's a very possibility that we are going to be getting a brown ant in the future. Now let's go over to my Discord, where I'm going to be showing you guys a couple pictures that Andrew got up for me to go off to show you guys. This is one of my moderators. He had scoured the internet and found these for me to be able to share with you guys. So we're going to start off with the Mantis chest plate here. It's a little bit of a closer picture, okay? This closer picture that you're seeing here allows us to look a little bit closer at the actual Mantis gear that might be coming to the game. So looking at this, these are obviously pieces of the praying mantis and its little bumpy parts that's all over it here. And it almost looks like we have some sort of berry leather, maybe berry leather wrapping. And then I'm assuming that this is going to be lint rope here, because this, obviously, if they're going to be adding something this large and this new to the game, it's going to be in the new area that's coming to the game. So they're always going to be giving us something that's going to be stronger. So it's probably going to be our tier 3 armor set. Okay. Looking at this, this is a really, really cool set. You can see right up here, he was pointing out some things, but as we scroll up a little bit more, you guys are able to see the new weapon and mask that could be coming to the game. So this would be the helmet to the armor set that you see here. Okay, for the wrap of the blooming assassin. I have no idea what the weapon would be called. I'm assuming it's something of the blooming assassin, because that sounds like what the armor set is called. Just as though it's the club of the mother demon and the mask of the mother demon, I'm assuming that this is going to be named after the blooming assassin. Okay, and this is a really, really cool looking weapon. We are finally going to be getting some sort of scythe weapon. I'm assuming that this is going to be falling under the spear category, and it's probably going to be a tier 3 spear. It even could reach to be tier 4, which is what gets me excited, because there's a possibility of a tier 4 weapon here, folks. So, and a tier 4 armor set, because praying mantises are not something to be messed with in nature. They mess things up. Praying mantises can kill a whole freaking bee. They could kill a moth. They can kill birds. So praying mantises are crazy cool, and some of them are crazy big. But all around, I think that this armor set is going to look really, really cool. I'm really excited to try out this new weapon. I'm excited to see the new fighting style that comes with it. All right, guys, but that is all the time I have left for this one. I know that this video is full of spoilers. I know it leaves nothing but a ton of questions, like what's a gunpowder chunk and what's a dark mold clump. We'll talk about that in another video. But thank you guys all so much. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. And please do not forget to hit the like button if you watched all the way to the end. It really does help out the channel. Special shout out to all of my top tier members, including D's Nerd Girl and Moggy, for being my 100% top tier members at my Templar status. Thank you so much for keeping the channel going. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.